All right, everybody, welcome to another live stream episode of the Sweat the Bet YouTube channel. And I apologize already, guys, my voice is gone. So, we are your co host of Sweat the Bet. I'm Andrew, aka Parlay Doc, and here with me is Matt Jedi Modi. And our sponsors are oddsjam.com. So, if you have not been using OddsJam, sports are getting back into full swing after that summer lull, guys. So, we got NFL in mid-season. We have NBA that just started. We have hockey that's starting up. Baseball's winding down, but you have all these awesome tools on OddsJam to help you in all the major sports areas. So go check out OddsJam. Check out our YouTube channel. We have a separate Sweat the Bet YouTube channel apart from the main OddsJam channel. So for our core followers who join us for these live streams, good morning. I hope you guys are all ready to cash some tickets, have some heartache, but mainly let's try to win some, guys. So how's it going, Matt? How are you doing? Thanks for holding down the fort the last couple live streams, man. Hey, what's up, Victor?
I am good. As you can tell, I'm wearing my Phillies jersey. I'm riding high.
Nice.
The Sixers season officially doesn't start until the Phillies lose.
Oh
So
my God, bro.
it simply doesn't matter what happens with the Sixers.
Don't even get me started. I showed you, I texted you yesterday. All I needed was the Sixers to win because I had some player performance double like parlays that needed like Embiid double and the Sixers to win, Embiid 25 points, Sixers to win. And if it wasn't for that goddamn one leg with the Sixers to beat the measly rebuilding San Antonio Spurs, oh my God, I would have hit several parlays. I didn't even bother hedging because I'm like, there's no way the Sixers are going to lose to a rebuilding Spurs team right now.
At home, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Matt.
It's brutal. It is absolutely brutal. And Doc is like, well, the team's just not ready to play. It's like, well, you are the head coach. So so if the Philly season ends, then my next stance is the Sixer season doesn't start until Doc Rivers gets fired. I'm going to keep pushing back the start of the Sixers season because they're not going to go anywhere with Doc. But anyways, we can get into it.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. We'll do a recap. So for those of you, we'll spare you the time. If you did not listen to our full podcast or video podcast episode on podcast mediums or our YouTube channel, let's just do a real fast recap. Matt and I, every week in our full length episode, we do 3 of our favorite best bets. We had a decent week last week. Each of us went 2-1. So let's go over them real quick. I'll go over mine real fast. So for today, I did lock in earlier in the week on our full episode, Ravens -6.5. I still have a pretty strong level of confidence in that. I just think the Browns' run defense is atrocious, which is where the Ravens obviously excel. So if the game script goes according to plan, if the Ravens can just get an early lead, I think they will just grind and wear down the Browns. Look, on the other hand, the Ravens honestly have been having a hard time stopping the run lately to some degree. So it may be a kind of a slow paced, grueling affair, but I think in the end, if the need to open up the pass game comes up, the Ravens are going to have the edge there. And I like Jacoby Brissett, but I think he's not the QB you want from playing from behind. So let's see. Can the Ravens hold the lead? Can they wear them down with the run game? So I do have the Ravens -6.5. Now this one, I'm not going to go back on my word and waffle. I took Chiefs -3. I knew that it might shift. I did not expect a Christian McCaffrey trade, obviously, but it is what it is. I'm not too concerned because I don't think in a short span of time CMC is going to be involved in too many packages. Shanahan already said it's like a limited number of, I'm assuming probably goal line, red zone packages. So he may come into play in crucial moments, but probably limited number of snap counts because he's just literally has to assimilate and learn the playbook. So, so not as a huge fan. So if you didn't lock in the Chiefs -3, I still like the Chiefs in the spot. So you're going to get a much better number than I did earlier in the week. But my official play was -3. I'm not going to go back on my word. And then finally, this is for tomorrow. Patriots -7.5, -110 on Caesars. I still absolutely love that one against my Bears. And I know it's bad juju to fade my own home team, but I just don't see it happening, guys. I just don't see Belichick not being able to scheme against a one-dimensional, half-dimensional offense like my Bears. Take away Mooney and, live with, Montgomery running, I guess, or Herbert, whoever. But I think he'll live with that and let them try to run the field in a slow-paced game, and he'll have the advantage. So those are my 3 for the week. What were yours again, Matt?
Yeah, so I was with you on the Chiefs. I also just got torched on the line. I got them early in the week at -148, thinking like, oh, like people are going to continue to bet the Chiefs. People love the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to think that they're going to lose 2 straight. Just took a major L there. The 49ers also got way healthier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
They got like 4 starters back that were out last week. That
Is
I didn't think
is Williams back?
Trent Williams,
Yeah, that
Nick
hurts.
Bosa, and one of their cornerbacks, Chavarius Ward, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be tougher sledding for the Chiefs now.
Yeah, so I take a major L there. I'm with you. I'm not waffling. They're still going to be my pick, but mine's Chiefs money line because that's what the plus EV play I got was.
Nice.
The next one was Titans Colts over 41.5. I mean, that was a really juicy play on OddsJam. These teams just played recently, and both the Titans and the Colts started slow and have kind of come on recently, especially the Colts offense. They're still ranked horribly if you just look at advanced analytics, but at least last week they had a respectable game against the Jags. I think they can continue to do that. The Colts always start slow. So I'm just expecting that one to go over. And then the last one I have was Bucks -10. I mean, I just think the Bucks are going to go for blood in this game. Like the Panthers traded Christian McCaffrey. The quarterback they started last week, PJ Walker, threw for 60 yards. He threw for 60 yards.
Yeah.
In that game. And the Bucks just lost last week to the Steelers, and Tom Brady just bitched at his offensive line. So if there's anybody and any team that's going to just not take their foot off the gas and just going to keep pounding, it's going to be the Buccaneers. So they're my last pick, Buccaneers -10.
Yeah. No, I like the Bucks. So I was after our episode, even though that's not my official play, I rode with you on that. I don't see it not happening basically. So
yeah. And then there's another play that I locked in. I can't remember if we talked about this in the live stream or not, but this is just, to me, feels like a Vegas trap line. So I took the Jaguars -3.
Mm-hmm.
If you just look at the Giants are 5-1, the Jaguars have lost 3 straight. And for whatever reason, the books are giving the Jags 3 points. To me, that just feels like a Vegas trap line. And it was plus EV when I got it. I got it at -3, -107 at PointsBet. And it reminds me of last week with the Bills, where they were favored at Kansas City. And we were like, everybody's going to want to hammer the Chiefs because they're underdogs at home. And then the Bills won and covered.
Sure.
So they're like random lines like this, where it feels like Vegas is just goading you. Like they're just goading everybody to take the Giants, because people are going to be like, the Giants are 5-1. The Jaguars have just lost 3 straight. Like one of those losses was to the Texans, which was just terrible.
Yeah.
So they're just begging for people to take the Giants. So I'll bite and I'll take the Jags -3.
Sounds good. All right. Why don't we go to talking about some of the boosts, then we'll go into some of our other favorite plays, long shots, etc. So I was looking through some of the FanDuel boosts. The one that stood out to me, and it's probably the most boring of them all. There's a quarterback one I saw this morning. Mahomes, Herbert, Geno Smith, each to throw for 225 passing. Was plus 100, boosted to plus 200. I actually like that one. Obviously, there'll be a concern with Mahomes versus a tough, healthier 49ers defense. But you know what? It's Patrick Mahomes, 225. If you're erring on the side of, well, now the 49ers are going to be tougher, then honestly, it may play into your favor, right? Because that may say the Chiefs are playing from behind and they're going to have to pass more, catching up later in the game. So Herbert, I see him hitting it. And Geno Smith, this is still under his projections on many fantasy models, where they have him somewhere in that 240 mark. So I do like that one. I like Mahomes, Herbert, Smith, each to get at least 225 passing yards, boosted to plus 200. So I'm going to max that out. I'm going to put $50 on that boost. The other one I was going to throw it to you. Do you think, is it just too chalky? Mainly the Packers scare me. It's Ravens, Packers, Raiders, all to win, boosted from plus 160 to plus 230. I like the Ravens because I'm picking their spread. I do think the Raiders in a really need to win. This is a must win versus a terrible Texans team. Even though I like Davis Mills, but and the Packers, I don't know, man. The Packers scare me a little.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Boosted to plus 230 for 3 chalky picks. I mean, I'm kind of half tempted. What are your thoughts on that one?
I took it. I maxed it out for the full 50. It's plus EV. I think the true line of that was like plus 190 or plus 200 or something.
Like yeah.
So I agree with you. Like the Packers make me the most nervous of the 3. I mean, what you could do is just hedge it and take the Commanders money line for like $25 just to get like if you think that's the one that's going to burn you, then you could just take the Commanders money line and kind of try to hedge it or arb it a little bit. But I'm just going to let it ride. I mean, the Packers scare me. They could easily lose after losing 2 straight to the Jets and the Giants.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the Commanders stink. And in Heineke, I feel like I don't understand this thought coming out from like the Commander camp that Heineke is going to be the answer. Like you literally traded for Carson Wentz because he stunk. So he's like somehow like the backup quarterback is always the most popular human being in the city, always. But we literally just saw this movie last week with him last year, and he was like, he stunk. So I don't really see it with him specifically. I mean, the Packers could still lose because they also stink. But for me, it's basically like it's nut up or shut up time for the Packers. If anything's going to happen for them this season, they have to win this game. They have to. So I'll trust that even if it might be a gross one. They win like 17-13 or something. Like one of my bets was the Commanders spread. I actually do like the Commanders to cover a lot. I think 5 points is too much. But I did fully max out that boost.
You sold me. I'm doing it right now as you're speaking. So, okay. So I will be riding those 2 boosts for today. I don't think I'm dabbling in the other one. There's like some Darius Butler boost, but okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I didn't touch that one either.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah.
Right.
It's like so random. Like Kelsey 1+ touchdown, Tyreek Hill 70+ receiving, which those 2 I like, but then like Carlos Sainz podium finish. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that's in regards to. So yeah, I didn't touch that one.
Yeah. All right. So Kyle Urban's asking which boost y'all like better.
I actually like the money line one better, to be honest with you.
The money line one's safer. I think. Yeah, I would say. I mean, even though I was waffling on the Ravens, I think if things play out like they should, if you're like, I just want the safer one, I would go with that. And you're getting it at plus 230. That you're even getting. You're not player dependent. You're team dependent. So you're getting better value on just the team to win instead of an individual metric. If you're going to pick one, I would go with that one, even though I was kind of on the fence. It's more just, it's just more recency bias. Because, yes, the Packers are a better team than the Commanders, even with their deficiencies and injuries. But I would still take the Packers. So,
yeah.
All right. Any other bets before we go into like, individual props? Any other like main market lines before we go into individual player props?
Yeah, the Commanders I mentioned.
Yep.
I like the over in the Bengals versus Falcons game, over 47.
Okay.
Minus 110 on Ballybet, minus 113 on Circa. And then I have my bet tracker up, but hold on one second.
Yep.
So aside from I guess we'll talk about it if we do like a Sunday Night Football one, or if we do something else. But my favorite anytime touchdown scorer is Tyreek Hill in the Sunday Night Football one.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think he's my favorite bet. I think he's good to score.
Gotcha.
But no, that's it. I don't have anything crazy in this one.
Okay. One thing is I want someone here to sell me or tell me to stop. The total is so goddamn low in the Jets Broncos game.
Brett Rippon versus Zach Wilson.
I know.
That is it.
I know. But if I look at Football Outsiders and they're like computer generated algorithm confidence picks, that's one of their top confidence picks for going over on that. And
is that
it's just
based
so low.
Is that based on new information? Like that? Is that based on Russell Wilson being out?
That I don't know. I don't know if they adjusted that for Russ being out. I'm assuming they must, because that's so low that, I mean, call me crazy. Look, I know that the Broncos pass defense is good. So you may find the Jets getting a bunch of 3 and outs, but their run defense is actually not the amazing. It's like
not the best. Yeah.
Below average, honestly. And the Jets, I think maybe I have it flipped, but rush defense, okay. But pass defense, not so great. So I think it's really that X factor of what is this backup QB going to do? Right. So can he even manage a touchdown or 2? Maybe not. I don't know, but God, somebody tell me, is this a trap? Should I not bother even looking at it? So it's just tempting low number that's just going to bait me. It's so low, 36.5. I'm just sitting there looking at it.
I will say I just pulled it up on OddsJam. It is plus EV if you get it on PointsBet over 36.5 at minus 107.
At
It's
minus 107.
Yeah, it's plus EV at that number.
Oh my God, maybe I will on PointsBet then.
I'm not going to. There's no. The Broncos. I'm just no way. Even last week against the Packers, the Jets offense wasn't that great. They scored
I know
on a blocked punt. Like Aaron Rodgers
defense and special teams. Yeah,
couldn't do anything. Like to me, that's just
God.
I mean, it is a good line. It is a good number in terms of value.
Okay. All right. Let's get into individual player props, long shots. So Matt already gave one. Here are my two favorite ones for today. Okay. They're chalky. Well, one's chalky, one's I think okay value. Leonard Fournette. We already talked about the Bucs game a little bit. I see this as a Bucs can't F around type of game. And I think they're going to ram it down their throats against a fire sale Panthers team. Usually I wouldn't consider this a value per se, and because so many things can happen. I mean, they can just throw a short pass to Evans or whatever, but Leonard Fournette, even as recently as yesterday night, the best I could find was like minus 125, minus 130. He shifted down now. As of this morning, it moved this morning. I saw it change in front of my own eyes. Minus 110 right now on FanDuel. Might even be similar or better at other places. So now that it's a little closer to even, I am going to slam that. I'm not even going to do my usual 1 unit. I took 1.5 units. So I'm trying to win 150. So I'm going to lay enough to win 150 profit off of Leonard Fournette minus 110 on FanDuel. Just anytime touchdown. He's been showing us he has been versatile the last few weeks. Some of it by necessity, just because of the lack of weapons on offense. He's going to run it in. He's going to get a short pass, whatever. But he's going to ram it in unless they're being stupid and they get a little too cute. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Evans gets 4 TDs today. It's going to be Evans and him. I'm going to have a hard time seeing one of them not getting a touchdown today. So that's more of the debate. Is it going to be Evans or is it going to be him getting 2 touchdowns? But so I'm going to go with Fournette. I wouldn't blame you to go Evans in this game. And my sneaky one, and I talked to Victor Williams about this, we texted a little bit, is the backup tight end who's playing for Brait today.
Cade Otton.
Otton. He's gotten a couple, he hasn't gotten a touchdown. He's gotten a couple targets, but this is a game where Brady's going to find his, replacement Gronk, and he likes that big body tight end. Maybe he finds him today in the end zone in a total romp, and he gets a garbage TD. So if you like value, sneaky value, I am sprinkling on Otton anytime quarter unit.
I do like that one. I like it, and I will say to give the Bucs credit, they're not like one of those like cheeky teams like the Chiefs at the goal line who try this like wacky stuff. Like they don't mess around on the goal line. They gave it to Fournette 4 times. Like I'll give them that. They're very reliable in terms of like what they're going to do when they get 3rd and 4th and 1. Either it's going to be a Brady sneak, which they haven't done as much. That was more of a Patriots thing, or they're going to give it to Fournette. So I'll give them that. Like they're not like the Chiefs or. I mean, it's just a total train wreck when the Broncos get to the goal line, but they're not like one of those teams where you have no idea what to expect. They're just going to run Fournette. So I like that one.
Yeah. And if you guys want to, again, I wouldn't recommend this if you're being disciplined, but if you're being stupid like me and you're stupid, I preface it by saying stupid. I wouldn't even mind you laddering tiny, 0.2 units, 0.1 unit, Fournette 2 TDs, Evans 2 TDs.
Yeah.
Fournette 3 TDs. I would not go more than a 10th or a 20th of a unit, but Fournette 3, Evans 3. This is the game where they're just like, we're not going to F around in the red zone, and we're going to win, I don't know, 49
30
to
10. Yeah.
Something like that. Exactly, guys.
Yeah. It's big in this same game, a player prop that I really liked. PJ Walker under 16.5 completions.
Okay.
Like who is he going to throw to? It's definitely not DJ Moore. I can assure you that because he's not getting any run. Now they don't have Christian McCaffrey. I mean, last week he attempted 16 passes, in a game they were losing pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't see a scenario in which he completes over 16 passes.
I agree with you. I
got that at plus 102 on Bet Rivers.
Here's my question, though. It was related to what you're saying. I actually agree that I don't know who he's going to throw to, and with the Bucs D, I think they're going to shut that down pretty easy.
Yeah.
But what about pass attempts? Because now, and I get the concern. because he didn't have much attempts, but they had CMC, and they're like, CMC, win this for us because we have no other options. Now you don't have CMC, right?
Yeah, but CMC is like a good pass catching back. Like they never really fed him on the ground. He would just get a ton of targets on top of rushing. Like if you add those two together, it's a lot. But he would get I mean, in his heyday was just a ton of targets.
Well, I should look at last week and see how many times he actually ran versus passed. Let me take a look while you're looking at your.
I mean, if you want to get, it's pretty. If you want to get it over, it's not plus EV, but it's 28.5. I can't do it. There's no way.
That's kind of high. 28.5.
Yeah, 28.5. There's no way he's throwing 30 passes.
Well, he might get a lot of 3 and outs. That's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Panthers are just going to try and run it. Like they have such a their coach, old school Steve Wilkes. They're going to be down 17-0, and he's still going to be trying to establish the run.
All right, maybe that's a stay away then at this point. So, all right, my other TD that I like is in the Jets Broncos game on the Jets side. Okay, this is more value than a little mid value, maybe instead of the Fournette one. But I really like trying to get Breece Hall at plus 150. So for a touchdown. So I did play a full unit on that. So I'm taking Breece Hall for a touchdown. I just think, yes, the Broncos have a good defense overall, but run game, not as much. I know that it may get clunky on the Jets side. I just think you have a backup QB in an offense that's already struggling with Russell Wilson, that the Jets will just have volume. There should be enough red zone, goal line trips that Breece Hall will just find it once. Basic logic. So I'm banking on the Broncos offense to continue to struggle, that the Jets will just get some handful of opportunities. And obviously he has been a go-to in that area that I feel compelled to take that. So those are my two strongest, like running back touchdown plays, is I hope Fournette gets in, and then 1.5 units on that. And then Breece Hall, just 1 unit at plus 150.
Yeah. My two favorite plays, they're not necessarily worth taking individually because their odds are terrible, but Josh Jacobs, the anytime touchdown score.
Yes.
Last 2 weeks alone, he's run for over 150 yards, and he's going against like the second worst run defense in the entire NFL.
Yep.
It's at minus 150 on FanDuel, so it's not worth necessarily taking individually. But my second favorite is Ezekiel Elliott for pretty much the same logic.
Yes.
He's been great recently. Dak's first game back, I would imagine they're probably not going to have him throw a ton.
Yep.
And the Lions' run defense is the third worst in the entire NFL.
Exactly.
So if we're going to do a parlay, those are definitely my two absolute favorite.
Yeah, no, let's do it. And guys, this is what I was saying. I tweeted, I was in a group chat earlier today, and I said, even though today's slate is not like the most exciting slate on
the game
paper, but in my chat, I told the group of guys, I said, there are so many like mismatches right now, like positional mismatch opportunities.
Yeah.
And Matt has pointed out the exact ones I'm talking about. So real fast, guys, Cowboys run game versus a weak Lions run defense. Okay. In the Baltimore Ravens Browns game, Browns terrible run defense versus running efficiency on the Ravens. Texans terrible run D, Josh Jacobs going crazy. You have to find these soft spots in a slate that's not super exciting on face value, but I think there's an opportunity here. Someone out there is going to hit some 5-6 leg multi-game running back parlay today.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now that in these, there's about 4 or 5 of these today where you have 4 or 5 bottom 7, bottom 5 run defenses where the opposition has like a top 10 run game. Some combination of these is going to hit, and someone's going to hit one of these crazy 4 or 5 leg plus 2,000 running back touchdown parlays. It's going to happen today, guys. I'm telling you. We got to find we have to unlock the puzzle right now.
All right. Well, those two, Zeke and Jacobs.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you want to add Fournette, or do you want to leave him out because you already have him individually?
If you like it, let's do it. I mean, I don't care. I like him enough.
I like it. I mean, I
would be shocked if he doesn't get in.
Unless it's like he gets down to the 1 and they take him out and then he gets vultured. And then it's Rachaad White who scores.
Yes.
But I agree with you. It's
that's the one scenario. I think if you're looking for like, I just want to throw my money away on a long shot, Rachaad White might be a sneaky one where he might vulture 1 or 2.
Yeah, he's only plus 300, which is not as good as I would have thought.
Yeah,
Cade
that's the only reason I stayed away.
yeah,
And even his 2+ TDs wasn't super high, honestly. Like
two
for
plus
Rashad White, I thought it'd be really high because if it was like
2,600.
if it was like plus 5,000-6,000, I would have
Yeah.
taken it. So, but
Yeah.
you're right.
All right, so
Let's put Zeke. Yep.
Jacobs, Zeke, and Fournette.
Okay. Yeah, I like him.
So you mentioned the Browns Ravens. Even though you have the Ravens winning, do you want to do Nick Chubb because the Browns?
Oh yeah. They've struggled. The Ravens have really struggled.
Yeah.
I like Chubb, and like that's a weird one. If I were to focus on one early slate game, that would be the one where I would do like a handful of TD scores. I think the score is going to get, even though it could be slow on the ground, I think the running scores are going to find it, whether it's your Lamar Jacksons or I even think the tight ends and Njoku, Andrews. Like there's possibilities in that game. But yeah, let's do Chubb.
I like Lamar Jackson straight up plus 165.
Oh yeah, that too. Okay, so we got what? Fournette, Zeke, Chubb, Jacobs. That brings us to what?
Plus 970, 973.
It's pretty good for 4.
Yeah, I say we keep it at that.
Yeah, let's not go crazy. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, I locked it in. I put $50.
Let's go. Same here. 50. I'm in for 50. All right. Guys. So we'll tweet out that 4-legger. Follow us, guys. It's a chalky one. If there was ever a day we might be able to give a giveaway, this is the day. 4 chalky running backs versus 4 not so great run defenses, guys. So this is it. So we'll tweet that out. Like it. Come back here onto the YouTube channel, on the Sweat the Bet YouTube channel. Put your Twitter handle. Let us know that you retweeted out our tweet to help us. If it hits, we'll pick a random winner, guys, and give out $50. All right? Simple as that. Simple as that. Today's the day.
Yeah, today's the day. All right. Any last minute? Last minute thoughts, last minute bets. Anything you need to get off your chest?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a degenerate one. One degenerate one, real fast, and then I'll end it with this. For those of you who want to just throw away like $5-6, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do where was this? A tight end special, guys.
Tight end special.
One that's chalky, one that's value, and 2 that are long shots. Mark Andrews, David Njoku, Cade Otton, which is a long shot. Greg Dulcich, who came through for us the other day. Long shot. You know why? Because you have a backup QB. He's going to panic, and he's going to say, where's the biggest guy that my eyes can literally lay my eyes on? And it's going to be the tight end. So those 4, touchdown. You know me. I'm a degenerate. I'm putting $8.25. So that's how unlikely this is to hit. Be responsible, guys. I'm the guy who throws away monies on parlays. $8.25. The odds are plus 24,759.
Oh my God.
It's tight. It's National Tight End Day or something ridiculous like that. So we're rolling with the Tight End Day Hallmark holiday, and we're going with Andrews and Njoku, Cade Otton, which is Cameron Brate's backup, and Greg Dulcich, plus 24,759, $8.25 to return us a total payout of $2,050, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
I got another juicy degenerate tight end for you.
Let's go.
How about Evan Ingram and in a revenge game against the Giants?
Okay. I'll throw another one for $1 with him involved.
Plus 370.
All 5 for $1 on top of the original one for $8. Let's go. $1, guys.
I think I might take that individually.
Evan Ingram? All right.
Evan Ingram. A revenge game against the Giants? Come on. Even though there's not really that much of a revenge narrative there, but crazier things have happened.
This is how I'm such an easy sell. I'm like, all right, sounds great, man. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, it's fun to the camaraderie of riding together.
Exactly. It's like, so where is he? Okay, there we go. Plus, yeah, why not? Let's do it. I got it.
Crazier things have happened.
Let's go. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Join us on our channel again, please. Podcast mediums for our full length episodes once a week. YouTube channel. So you get your notifications on for our full length shows and our live streams on Sunday mornings. And we try to do our best for the primetime stuff like Monday nights, Thursday nights. So please join us. We love the banter. Let's cash some tickets today, guys. Jedi Modi and Parlay Doc for Sweat the Bet. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.